Yo, what's going on with y'all? It's your boy NeoXO coming back at y'all with another video. Some information for Black Clover chapter 311 has come online, and I'm going to be talking about that in today's video. Now guys, like I always say in all of these videos, please check out the official, translations, the official release of these chapters. Now, getting into this chapter of what has been revealed so far. So right now we got a bunch of images from chapter 311 on the internet, and I'm gonna just go through those. So the first relevant panel that I see is Yuno and Xenon. Basically, they're finishing their fight. Xenon is coughing up blood, and they do exchange some dialogue. It's kind of some simple dialogue, but it has a heavy meaning in my opinion, because we know that Yuno and Xenon are similar. And Xenon basically says, "What is the difference between you and me?" And he probably thinks this because he sees similarities in Yuno, but he doesn't understand what separates them as being a winner and a loser. So that seems like the end of the fight between Xenon and Yuno. It was a good fight, honestly. I think when it's all said and done, I think this is going to be one of my favorite fights. The Yuno versus Xenon fights. Like, Yuno put up such a fight against Xenon that is just crazy. That man was literally fighting for his life. At any given moment, Xenon could have, taken him out if Yuno would have made the wrong decision. And that's the type of fight it was. They were both being pushed to their limits. And when it came down to it, Yuno was able to surpass his limits. Xenon was not. And I think that's the difference, if you ask me. It's probably a culmination of things, but, that's the main difference that I see. Another major panel that I see on the internet right now is Dorothy versus Morris. It seems like Dorothy got off screen. Now, this could be a little bit misleading because we don't have the full context of translations and things like that. But it seems like Dorothy was off screen, and what are my opinions on that? I really don't like that. I wanted to see her fight. Hopefully, let's just assume she put up a good fight, but it does seem like Dorothy did lose against Morris. Dorothy and some other characters were not really seen throughout this arc, and I don't like how she lost. I am 100% biased because she's one of my favorite characters. I just wanted to see a little bit more from her, but I'm hoping that we do see more from her somewhere in this arc. Like, maybe she pulls out some clutch, some clutch magic or something, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully. Now, when it comes to Morris does have Lucifero possessing him now. So that means Morris is a host of Lucifero. So that confirms Dante doesn't have Lucifero, and Lucifero just went on to Morris. It seemed like Lucifero didn't even like Dante from some of the stuff like he's saying in this chapter, and it's just confirming basically the Dark Triad is done. The Dark Triad is no longer a threat to anybody at this point, because they're all defeated. Now, we don't have any confirmed kills. We don't know if the Dark Triad is dead, but we know they're defeated. And I had to say it like that because the Clifford tree is not stopping. It's continuous. It's continuing to open. And kind of like Nox said, if they killed all the Dark Triad members, basically, then the tree of Clifford would stop. But the tree of Clifford is opening still as we speak. So another panel that I seen, Asta is in this chapter. It seems like it was a comedic relief panel. So I'm not gonna touch on it too much, but Asta was in this chapter. They were talking about something, but I don't really know how to decipher this language that this manga was originally written in. So I'm just gonna have to wait for translations on that one. Now, the creepiest panel that I've seen from this chapter has to be the panel with Morris, and he literally has teeth, a whole mouth of Lucifero just talking from his forehead. That looks really, really creepy to me, but I like it at the same time because at the end of the day, he is a devil. So, I mean, you're not supposed to be comfortable. It's supposed to creep you out a little bit because he's evil. And basically, it seems like Lucifero likes Morris. Morris says, "I am the messenger of Lucifero, who is the strongest devil." And Lucifero agrees, because kind of like Dante thought Dante was running the show, but really Dante wasn't running nothing. So Lucifero is like, liking the fact that Morris acknowledges that. So overall, what I'm getting from these panels that I'm seeing is this marks the shift of the villains being shifted from the Dark Triad over to Morris. It seems like Morris is getting a lot of attention in this chapter right here. We see him using new techniques, I guess if you want to call them that. It seems like he's communicating with these devils somehow, maybe making them attack. Now this clip recorded after the fact, but you know, I've seen it and I didn't upload the video yet, so I was like, all right, let me go back and put this in there. But basically, somebody who's familiar with the language read the chapter and they basically gave us a summary. So I'm gonna read the summary right quick and I'm gonna leave their ad, so make sure to go check them out. But basically, their summary is: Xenon is pondering why he lost to Yuno, and he asks Yuno what the difference between them. Yuno says he doesn't know, but thinks to Asta, after which Xenon remembers his promise to Alan. Asta is amazed that Yuno defeated Xenon. Nocta remarks that all the 3 Dark Triad members are defeated, and yet the Advent is not stopping. In Clover Kingdom, Julius has a bad feeling. Dorothy was fighting Morris, who overpowered her. So I don't want to stop the summary, but it does seem like Dorothy was just defeated easily. It's crazy. He remarked that dream magic is fascinating. At least she gets props though. Let me go on with this summary. Morris confirms the Dark Triad are not needed anymore for the Advent to proceed. So I guess, mind you guys, this is just like early information. Once I can actually read the chapter, I'm gonna go into review and stuff like that. But this is just, you know, based off first impressions. Now, for the Advent to proceed, William and Yami's lives and magic are not... Okay, William's and Yami's lives and magic are, but the Dark Triad are no longer needed. So I guess the way I see that right there is, I guess the Dark Triad was just needed to open the first gate, and now that it started, it's just not stopping like that just because they're defeated. So I guess Nocta was wrong about that piece of information. And Lucifero somehow opens his mouth on Morris's forehead, saying the second gate will open soon and then he will come out. Lotus betrayed Morris but is easily overpowered by him. He flashbacks to his family and thinks to return to his family alive, hence the title. The Black Bulls march in and declare they are taking Yami back. So from somebody who read the chapter, they gave us a lot of information. So that this chapter has a lot of information, man. I'm hyped to read this chapter, and I can't really wait to read this chapter. And the last panel I want to talk about is the last panel of this chapter. It is of the Black Bulls pulling up. In particular, we got Vanessa, Ghosh, Gordon, and we got Gray, and it looked like we got Henry too. So it seemed like the squad there, they pulled up in their Black Bulls uniform, and we're gonna see what they do. They have the quote pretty much. Mind you, this is the unofficial translation. We've come for you, Captain Yami. So that's how it ends off. And you know, if it end off like that, that give me hope, like that the Black Bulls are really gonna pull through. Hopefully they start, you know, getting like more recognition in their kingdom, because they kind of did Asta dirty and they kind of promoted Yuno to, you know, vice captain, but Asta should have been promoted too. But that's just what I'm thinking. But yeah, the Black Bulls really pulled up to save Captain Yami, and overall they just got a lot of stuff going on. I mean, they got a whole war going on in the Spade Kingdom. They got a whole mission going on where they got to rescue Vengeance and Yami. They got a lot of stuff going on. Different people care about different things. The Black Bulls coming for Captain Yami, because Captain Yami, look out for the Black Bulls. And you know, that's just how the Black Bulls rock. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, go ahead and leave it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. As always, it's me, your boy Neo XO, and I'm out.